Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got the Juniper in 41 here today. It's one of the trays which I got from the garden centre when I got the 3 trays and I've done the video on the Bonsai. So this is that Juniper. I think I've got my work cut out to try and make it resemblance or the start of the life of a bonsai. This is just to show you what you can do with raw material. That's what we call the stuff from the garden centres. It's just basically taking a plant, shrub, tree and turning it into bonsai. So we'll see what we can do with this. This is full of juvenile foliage, which is a bit spiky. It'll take years to get this to scale foliage. But it's a work in progress. And when you do finally get it done, that's when you stand back and say, that's nice that I've done that. The first thing I want to do is get it out of the pot, remove this top layer of soil till we find the spread of the nabari. Then we'll come in and remove what we don't want. Then we'll see where we're going from there, which will be wire and branch placement. It has a nice powerful trunk in there. Must be about that fat. That's why I picked this one when I picked the other two. I've still got the other Bonsai to do, which I'll either do a video on or just off camera and just show you when it's done, or a little short. So let's get into this bad boy, get it out the pot and see what we're doing. So I've got my crab catcher out, just less mess to clean up. Oh, juvenile foliage is spiky. There's a load of ropes on here. I'll not be re-potting this yet. It's a bit wet at the bottom. So I'm just going to come in and remove the top layer. So I'm just going to be working around. There's the base. Looks nice. Speed this a little bit up or just go. So I found the surface roots. There's the size of the trunk. It's a beauty. We have a lot of lower branches, but I'm going to keep them for now because I don't know which angle the tree's going to end up at. I'm going to come in and start cleaning out what I don't want. Cut the lengths back because they're massive. And just pretty much have a bit branch selection, but I'll not know what I want until I start working up the tree. These are the low branches. There's a big thick one here at the back which might end up as a jin, but like I say, I'll not know until I get rid of what I don't want. There we go. That's got some natural shari on. Right, that's definitely too low. we'll just clean it out a good chunk. This is going to be the new angle. So we've got the movement up the trunk to the top of the apex. These branches, when I've chopped off the big ones and the little ones here, I'm going to turn into jins. So I'm going to do that next before we make a move onto styling the tree, wiring, maybe styling the tree. As you can see, there's a shed load come off it. So I'll get this tidied up and we'll come back to the tree. So I'm getting it all cleaned up. What I'm going to do now is mark the pot and cut the pot down. I'm just going to draw a line round and we'll cut it down. Cut that down, then we'll get that back into there. Oh man, nice and lovely. So what I'm going to do now is clean the jins up. This is the moment in the tree. This is too big to bend, so I'm going to jin that and all. Then I'll bend this one down and into this space. I'll just chop that off there. This one I'm going to have to bend round into here. This one round into the back. Then we'll try something with the apex. So like I said, first off, I'm going to be ginning these. So just with our gin pliers, just peel away at the bark. Give it a squash and a twist, and it'll come off. Junipers are pretty easy to gin. So that's one done. I'll do the rest, then we'll come back. I'll remove that bottom gin because it was too low down. What I'm going to do now is split the gins and tear them so they look natural instead of just having a cut. Just going to put a little split in to give us a hand. Natural shari. Well, that looks better instead of just a cut. Looks like it's tore off in nature. Got this little one in there to do. spiky. And we'll have one more at the back. Oh, we'll have the jins done. As you can see, it looks a lot more natural by tearing it and using tools on it. We created a nice shari into there by splitting and tearing. So what I want to do now is wire this bottom portion of the tree. Then we can start adding a bit placement into here, and we'll come up to the apex and finish that off last. The angle change is about there. As we can see the movement, then we have the head coming towards us. Like I say, I'll get this wired, then we'll come back to the top part of the tree. You might be saying, why the hell's he left that big branch on there? But what I want to do is tear that off there. And this is going to be our first branch. One into the back, down into this side, which we'll do as we're going up the tree. I just need to sort that out. I'm not going to bother with the wiring. I might just put a little bit quick speed up video on when I do a little bit. Right, I'll get some wire on these few bottom branches and we'll see what we can make out of that. Then we'll come back for the apex. So what, I guess I'll see you in an hour and a half, 2. I'm getting the bottom portion of the tree wired. So it's time to add a bit shape into this bit. Then we'll come back and do the top. See what we're going to create out the apex. I've already started playing with this little bit here. I was doing it while I was wiring because I'm a tinker for that. So we'll go over this back branch now. On it. Down. Spiky, yeah. I think I'll use a gym pliers to give us a hand. haven't wired the full tree, haven't done the fine wiring. I just want a big branch placement into it. We can sort that out later on at a later date. It's only a piece of raw material. This is too long. Nearly cut through the bottom wire. Don't want to be doing that. So these are pretty much where I want them. Just start to let it grow. We can manipulate it later on. As I said, it was only a garden centre Juniper for £7.50 I think it was when I got the three for £25, so actually about £7.5. It'll not be a finished bonsai yet. Obviously it's got a canny few years to grow. So what we're looking at now is the top, the apex. What comes up to here and straight up, which I don't want. So I'm going to cut that off, gin that bit, so it looks like the tree's trying to grow, died off, and this is took over. This is too thick for that. I'll take that off. Clean this cut up a bit. Gin that. I'll wire these top portion of the tree, and we'll come back and put a little bit shape into the apex. So I've also put some lime sulphur on, just to treat the dead wood before I set the top half of the tree. So now it's just the apex. So here I go. to do is bend it around and bring it back towards us. I wired a little bit more on this apex. Want to speak, Caden?
Not really.
Not really, what for?
Goodness.
Goodness. What's he now about? Yeah. Spy. Do some new chocks like. That cut some wine. I'm getting anywhere the camera.
No.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, in a bush. Still see the tree.
Roach scissors are dead. I'm just cutting off anything that's hanging straight down. Like I say, it's just a garden centre material.
What about that one on the bottom left branch?
Where? Ah.
No.
There.
No.
That one. No, it hasn't grown yet. Don't worry about that. You just keep your bloody nose out, you boy. You play Fortnite and I'll play with trees, okay? Man, no. It just needs to grow now, kid. Like that. Just start some. So that's the apex done. What I'll do now is I'll bring you in, give you a look at it, and we'll end the video. So there you have it. Just nursery stock. It's got a lot of growth to do on these two back branches to come in and fill. Get back budding, prune it back because we don't want it this long. But I kind of cut back to a branch because it will just die off. Got to leave grain on for it to survive. But it's not bad for its first styling. As you can remember in the front of the video, it was just a bush. I've actually took nearly 2 carrier bags off this tree, which I'll show you when I zoom back out. But it's got the makings of a nice tree, especially with all the movement. Like I say, we just need to get it grown, get it pushed back, get rid of the juvenile foliage, which I'll just keep pinching. Then that will force the scale foliage to come in. Well, we'll just keep this one in mind and keep visiting and see what happens. So this is what's come off the tree. Big bag of foliage, another half a bag of foliage on the top of the plastic pot. So I wonder if I can take that back and get some money back for it. I don't really want that. No, but that's it for this video. I'm quite happy how this garden centre Juniper's turned out. It's worth £7.50 all day. What I'll do is I'll get it potted in the spring at its correct angle, similar to where it's at now in its pot. Then next year I'll just pinch and let the branches grow what I want to grow and get these ones back. So that's it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like button and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da, folks!